Hey, what's going on? I just thought I'd throw up a quick video just to explain a couple of things about MIDI preferences. Just a basic um, overview, nothing specific, but I just wanted to maybe give a couple of people a little bit of help if they needed it. So, first things first, if you're on a Mac, you're going to go Ableton. It's not shown here because I have a PC, but it'll be Ableton preferences. If you have a PC, it's going to be under options. You go down to preferences, and what you're looking for is the MIDI sync tab, which is this right here. You click on that, and as you can see, I've got a number of different MIDI inputs using as control surfaces, which have input and output. Now, the first thing you want to make sure is you want to find your control surface, whatever you're using as a USB MIDI, even if it's an Uno, and see if you can find it in this drop-down menu. Now, if you can't find it in the drop-down menu, two things could have happened. Either you don't have the most updated version of Ableton, or you cannot use that as a control surface, or you're just going to need to use a basic control template, one of the three. But if it's in this list, you go ahead and select it. I've actually got Launchpad twice because I did some type of rewrite or something, and it's seeing it as two. I think I might have unplugged it and plugged it back in before resetting or something like that. So basically, I have that. Then you're gonna set it up for input and output, and then once you set it up for input and output, if your MIDI controller has input and output controls, some of them they just have input, and that way, if that's the case, you only have to worry about the input. But if you're sending and receiving messages, and a good way to know that, to gauge that is if you have a piece of USB MIDI equipment that you're going to be moving and you want to see movement on the screen, then you're going to need input and output controls. If you're just going to be playing it like an instrument and you're not going to be adjusting any parameters or as such, you might be able to get away with just input. But that's just a basic about that. Now, once you get there, you want to come down here and you want to turn on these different buttons depending on what you want to do. And if you have any question as to what the different buttons do, if you go ahead and activate this little triangle here, this info view, it'll tell you everything that you need to know about these different buttons. And depending on what your setup is, you'll be able to determine what you need to track, sync, and use as a remote control for live. So that's the basic gist of it. If you have any more specific questions from that, you can leave them in the comments, or you can send me a message. Let me know how your music's going. Keep practicing. All right, take it easy, guys.